Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? That's good. Welcome to the 2024 Distinguished Graduate Awards Ceremony. We'd like to express our appreciation to Dean Barbara Bonnekessen and the staff here at the Doudna Center for hosting us here in this nice setting of the Dvorak Concert Hall. This event, which recognizes the achievements in teaching, in research, and service of Eastern's graduate students and faculty, is possible because of a partnership of the Graduate Student Advisory Council, the Graduate School, the Council on Graduate Studies, and the Graduate Alumni Board. To begin our program, I have the honor of introducing Eastern Illinois University's president, some guy named Jay Gatrell.
It only would have been more impressive if you said a red shirt sophomore from... Well, good afternoon, and welcome to this celebration. As a former graduate dean myself, who began as his really full-time administrative career in a leadership position in the first decade of this century, you know, these are the types of things that are amazing. We get to see outstanding students and their mentors celebrated for their hard work. And we have a number of programs across campus. Some of them are 2 years, some of them are clinical, some of them are research-based. Others are compressed into 1 year in an intensive year. And it is, I'm always impressed by what our students do under the guidance of our amazing graduate faculty here at Eastern Illinois. So, you know, I don't want to take up too much time because, as we know, April is really the season of celebration, but I want to take this opportunity to thank the graduate faculty and the graduate directors for their initiative, because they put a lot of work to make sure not only are our students mentored and they have outstanding learning experiences, but they do a lot of file reviews and they read a lot of applications. So that work's important. That's how these students got here. And I hope you have a great day, and congratulations to all of our award winners.
And now please welcome our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. His name is Ryan Hendrickson.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I, too, like President Gatrell said, I'd like to welcome you. You know, graduate education is different. And for those of you who are graduate students, you know that all too well. But that's the beauty of graduate school. You've got to invest heavily in your scholarship. You've got to have applied learning experiences that you have been waiting for. And for those of you who do extensive research, this is your opportunity to shine. And like President Gatrell just said, graduate education is also different because you have a partnership, usually with a graduate mentor who guided you along the way and has invested considerably. It's just a very different experience than the undergraduate world. So I, too, am thankful for all the graduate leaders and graduate faculty who are here to help you advance. Graduate education also doesn't happen just by yourself. And yes, you've worked very hard, and you've pushed through the nights and sometimes done all-nighters, but there are others out there, and I think I see some parents and maybe some other family members who probably took your calls at some point and said, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. And you probably got support from them along the way. So before I leave, can we turn around and look at the parents and your spouses and friends, and let's thank them. So congratulations to all our graduate faculty, congratulations to all of our graduate students, and I look forward to seeing your accomplishments. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Hendrickson. Not too bad for being my boss, I guess. Okay, let's see if on the third try I can actually do an introduction properly. Now please welcome the President of the Graduate Student Advisory Council, Mr. Eileen Mackey.
Good evening. I'm Eileen Mackey, President of Graduate Student Associate Advisory Council, and a graduate student in the Master's of Business Administration program. The Graduate School Distinguished Graduate Student Award is given to one graduate student in each program in recognition of the student's distinguished achievements in teaching, research, and related areas of scholarship deserving of recognition. Would recipients in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences please be prepared to be recognized? Dr. Barbara Bonikessen, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, will announce the first recipients.
This is what happens when you're late to the party. You get a wrong seat. These names? All right. First person, Nancy Ledenda, Master of Arts in Communication Studies, Strategic Communication. Carol Rodemeyer, Master of Arts in Communication and Leadership. That's a no-show, all right. Devika Nu, Master of Science in Biological Sciences. Peter Robel, Master of Science in Biology. Carla Hyatt, Master of Arts in Music and Music Education. Sydney McAndrews, Master of Science in Biological Sciences. Shinedu Okoro, Master of Science in Chemistry. Matt Chesner, Master of Arts in Music, Conducting. Olivia Ruri, Master of Arts in History, Teacher Education. Samira Datsun, Master of Arts in Art. Catherine Krause, Specialist in School Psychology. Amani Tucker, Master of Science in School Psychology. Daniel Hooker, Master of Arts in Political Science. Max Boughton, Master of Arts in Political Science. Albert Okonu Atta, Master of Arts in English. And Kendra Ostermeyer, Master of Arts in Clinical Psychology.
All right, please join me in a round of applause in recognition of these distinguished grad students. Would recipients from the graduate programs in the Lumpkin College of Business and Technology please prepare to be recognized? Dr. David Melton, who's the Associate Dean of the college, will announce the recipients.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to recognize the distinguished graduate students from the graduate programs in the Lumpkin College of Business and Technology. So the students we'd like to recognize today, Mac Hickman is a Master of Science in Technology. Mac is not here. His faculty mentor is myself. Jarrett Williams, I don't see Jarrett here. Jarrett will be receiving his master's in the Master's of Science in Talent Development. His faculty mentor is me again. Then we'd like to recognize Joseph Kesey. Come on, Josie. Joseph is a Master of Science in Cybersecurity. His mentor is not here, so I will present that to him. Next, we have Susan Kanka, Masters of Science in Sustainability, and she will be presented by Dr. Nicole Hugo, her mentor. Next, we have Shelby Kauto, who is receiving her master's in business administration. It'll be presented by Dr. Nicholas Robinson, the graduate coordinator. He's still here, okay. Our last one is Donald Tucker, who's also receiving his master's in business administration. He is in the online cohort. and it'll be presented by Dr. Nicholas Robinson, again, the graduate coordinator. Please join me in a round of applause for these distinguished members of the graduate students from the graduate programs of Lumpkin College of Business and Technology. Would recipients of the graduate program of College of Education please prepare to be recognized? And I'll turn the time over to Dr. Loretta Henderson of the College of Education.
It is my pleasure to recognize the distinguished graduate students from graduate programs in the College of Education. Students, after you are recognized, please move to the risers for a group photo. If the audience would hold their applause until all students are recognized, it would be appreciated. The recipients are Heather Lindenmeyer, Master of Science in Educational Leadership, presented by Dr. Aaron Maddox. Quentin Markham, Specialist in Education and Educational Leadership, is also mentored by Dr. Maddox, but Quentin is not available today. It's probably at work. Emma Larson, Master of Science in Education Curriculum. Ooh, Jesus. And I love Emma. And so I'm sorry to stumble over her name. Emma Larson, Master of Science in Educational Curriculum. Oh, it's written wrong. Masters of Science in Curriculum and Instruction. She is presented by Dr. Alexis Jones. Tyler Davis, Master of Science in Clinical Counseling, presented by Dr. Angela Yoder. Haley McPherson, Master of Science in Special Education, presented by Dr. Corey Moore. Rebecca McGee, Master of Science in School Counseling, presented by Dr. Heidi Larson. Atinia Tulin, Master of Science in College Student Affairs, presented by Dr. John Coleman. She's not available today. Please join me in a round of applause in recognition of the distinguished graduate students and graduate programs in the College of Education. Would recipients from graduate programs in the College of Health and Human Services please prepare to be recognized? Dr. John Storsved, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, will announce the recipients.
It is my pleasure to recognize the distinguished graduate students from graduate programs in the College of Health and Human Services. Students, after you are recognized, please move to the risers for a group photo. First, we have Will Barnett, Master of Science in Sports Administration, presented by Graduate Coordinator Andrew Cairns. Next up, we have Jeremy Lay, Master of Science in Exercise Physiology. Yep, there he is. Okay. Also presented by Dr. Andrew Cairns. From Nutrition and Dietetics, we have Sarah DeGrazia, Master of Science in Nutrition Dietetics internship option, presented by Chairperson Julie Dietz. Kennedy Hall, Master of Science in Human Services, presented by Dr. Kathleen O'Rourke. See, I didn't even bother reading the part about hold your applause. So. Lindsay Teefy, Master of Science in Aging Studies, also presented by Dr. Kathleen O'Rourke. Lauren Cookman, Master of Science in Communication Disorders and Sciences, presented by Dr. Nicole Mulvey, Graduate Coordinator. And finally, Patty Mata, Master of Science in Health Promotion, presented by Dr. Nikki Hillier, Graduate Coordinator. Please join me in a round of applause in recognition of the distinguished graduate students in graduate programs from the College of Health and Human Services.
Named in honor of 1941 alumna of Eastern Illinois University, the Francis Meyer Hampton Graduate Award supports an exemplary scholar in any graduate discipline. This year's recipient is Liesl Melnick, who is completing her Master of Science in Communication Disorders and Sciences. The graduate school acknowledges the late Linda and Wayne Hampton, friends of Mrs. Hampton's estate, for endowing the award. Unfortunately, Liesl is unable to attend today. The Graduate Student Advisory Council provides scholarships to 2 qualified candidates from each of the 4 academic colleges, 1 candidate enrolled in an online program and 1 enrolled in an on-campus program. We thank the current membership of the Graduate Student Advisory Council for funding the awards. This year's recipients of the Graduate Student Advisory Council scholarships are Brian Charles, Master of Science in Health Promotion and Master of Science in Aging Studies. Brenna Hampson, Master of Science in Communication Disorders and Sciences. Tara Johnson Swartz, Master of Arts in English. Okewa Owoye, Master of Business Administration and Master of Science in Sustainability. Sloan Sivek, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. And Amani Tucker, Master of Science in School Psychology. Please welcome Dr. Bonnie Laughlin Schultz, Chair of the Council on Graduate Studies, to announce the next award.
The Graduate Alumni Fund for Outstanding Research and Creative Activity was endowed by the members of the Graduate Alumni Advisory Board. This year's awardee is Tara Johnson Schwartz, who is unfortunately unable to attend, and so I accept the award on her behalf. Next. Announcing the Graduate Thesis Awards is Dr. Jean Okrasinski, Professor of Curriculum and Instruction and Chair of the Council on Graduate Studies Thesis Committee.
Although the recipients of the Graduate School's Master's Thesis Awards cannot join us this afternoon due to their professional commitments, it's important to acknowledge their outstanding contributions to their disciplines. The Thesis Award of Excellence recognizes and rewards the scholarly contributions that graduate candidates make to their disciplines through completion of a master's thesis. Abstracts of these theses appear in the Graduate Scholar. I'm pleased to share the names of the winners and a paragraph after each of their names, so bear with me a moment. Samuel Kniebel, Master of Science in Chemistry, is the recipient of the 2024 Award of Excellence in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences for the thesis entitled Development of a Chemical Biology Approach to Uncover the Influence of Sequence Variations on CES1 Activity in Live Cells. Samuel's faculty mentor was Dr. Michael Beck. Jacob Muller, Master of Science in College Student Affairs, is the recipient of the 2024 Award of Excellence in the College of Education for the thesis entitled Academic Faculty Perceptions of Student Athletes. Jacob's faculty mentor was Dr. John Coleman. Neandina Nystrom, Master of Science in Exercise Physiology, is the recipient of the 2024 Award of Excellence in the College of Health and Human Services for the thesis entitled Exploring Anterior Cruciate Ligament Tears and Athletic Identity as Predictors of Disordered Eating Behaviors in Female Collegiate Soccer Players. NEO's faculty mentor was Dr. Miranda Shalio. Avani Flanagan, Master of Science in Technology, is the recipient of the 2024 Award of Excellence in the Lumpkin College of Business and Technology for the thesis entitled Assessing a Byproduct of the CBD Ethanol Extraction Process for Potential as a Wood Finishing Product. Avani's faculty mentor was Dr. Isaac Slavin. former graduate school Dean Robert Augustine and spouse Catherine generously established the graduate school's Distinguished Master's Thesis Award. The award is bestowed in recognition of the peak achievement in EIU graduate school master's thesis research. The recipient of this prestigious honor is granted a financial award and may subsequently be nominated for the Midwestern Association of Graduate Schools Distinguished Master's Thesis Award competition. The winner of the 2024 Robert and Catherine Augustine Distinguished Master's Thesis Award is Danielle Bookline, Master of Science in Psychology, Specialist in School Psychology, who also unfortunately could not be here today due to professional obligations. Danielle's thesis, assessing the reliability of the 5-in-20 classroom observation tool, was written with the mentorship of Dr. Margaret Flores. We thank the Augustine family for their support of this award. Please join me in a final round of applause for the Thesis Award recipients. Our next award, generously supported by graduate alumna Nancy King Mertz, is the King Mertz Research Creative Activity College Award of Excellence, which acknowledges the most exceptional non-thesis contributions in each college. You may find summaries of the projects in the Graduate Scholar. The recipients are Award of Excellence for the Lumpkin College of Business and Technology, Isaiah Adegoke, Master of Sustainability for his project, The Role of Artificial Intelligence in Enhancing Corporate Sustainability, Opportunities and Challenges. Isaiah's faculty mentor is Dr. Mahmoud Alade. The Award of Excellence for the College of Health and Human Services, Kim Ross, Master of Health Promotion for her project, Farm to Fork, Regional Farm Food Safety Seminar. Kim's faculty mentor is Senior Instructor Megan Wise. The Award of Excellence for the College of Education. Kelsey Hansen, Master of Education in Special Education for her project, Mindfulness Yoga, My Club. Kelsey unfortunately could not attend today. Kelsey's faculty mentor is Dr. Melissa Jones-Romanchenko. The King Mertz Distinguished Research Creative Activity Award recognizes the highest overall achievement in non-thesis research and creative activity. This year's recipient is Nick Flannery, Master of Curriculum and Instruction for his project, The Effectiveness of Attendance-Based Rewards at an Alternative High School. Nick's faculty mentor is Dr. Shama Midyunis. Congratulations to all, and would you please join me in a round of applause for the King Mertz recipients. Next, would you please welcome Dr. Stacey Eller to announce the Rodney S. Raines Graduate Faculty Mentor Award, along with Mr. Elian Mackey, Graduate Student Advisory Council President, who will present the Raines Award.
Apologies, there was some confusion about the order of events. Named in honor of 2004 graduate alumnus Rodney S. Raines and graciously funded by his family and friends, the Raines Outstanding Faculty Mentor Award celebrates an exceptional graduate faculty member. Selected among 300 graduate faculty members, the Raines recipient embodies the highest standards of engaged academia, boasting an exemplary research portfolio and mentoring approach that seamlessly blends dedication to scholarship with innovative and impactful graduate instruction. In his nomination packet, the mentoring statement that he wrote for the nomination packet, Dr. Edmund Worley, professor of history, wrote that to teach at EIU is to be surrounded by great graduate mentors, and I certainly consider him among the greats. A historian of U.S. international relations by training, he is the author of many scholarly articles and 3 academic books, including a 2018 study of Babe Ruth published by University of Missouri Press, which is now available in audiobook in case you were looking for some entertainment. His graduate courses on U.S. diplomatic history, American sports history, the history of the Vietnam War are deeply informed by his research expertise on U.S. international relations and sports history, as are the many independent studies and master's theses he has directed. An excellent example is Billy Davis's thesis titled Debt, Deregulation, and Death, Neoliberalism, Human Rights, and American-Argentine Relations, 1976 to 1983, which was the 2022 class distinguished thesis. With this breadth and depth of familiarity with primary source collections, he gives online and on-campus students alike the opportunity to design and execute well-designed, original research projects. In recent years, his students have conducted archival research at Northern Illinois University Archives, University of Illinois Archives, the Minnesota Historical Society, the Chicago Public Library Special Collections, and they have delved into the United Nations online archives and the CIA online records. Graduate student Lucas Larson, who helped me write the nomination, wrote that Dr. Worley, quote, stresses the importance of not just studying the interpretations of others, but also doing their own research and producing one's own interpretation of history, of being a historian. He does this too by advising our award-winning student journal, Historia. And despite his earlier skepticism about transitioning our program online, many of our online students specifically mention his name, his courses, as the highlight of their time in the program. Please join me in congratulating the 2024 Raines Outstanding Faculty Mentor, Dr. Edmund Worley.
I feel a little bit like I'm crashing the party here as a faculty member being recognized on this occasion where we're really trying to recognize all of our wonderful students, our graduate students who have worked so hard and done so much. So I promise to keep my comments mercifully short. On the other hand, I am a college professor, and I'm most comfortable speaking in 50-minute intervals. So I will try the best I possibly can here. I did want to thank the Raines. I want to thank Rodney Raines was when I started here, was the assistant dean in the graduate school before he moved on to bigger and wonderful things. And I remember on one occasion him walking all the way across campus to help me in my office. So a great example of EIU service and humility. I always thought was just wonderful. I also want to thank the Raines Committee. I want to thank Dr. Elder, our wonderful chair, for her nomination letter, Bonnie Laughlin Schultz, and our graduate, who also wrote me a letter, and our graduate coordinator, Lee Patterson, as well. So we have a wonderful department, and I'm really just always been very proud to be part of that department. When I think about graduate mentoring, I think all of us would probably just think immediately of our own graduate mentors. And I think of Dr. Stuart Kaufman from the University of Maryland, who was my graduate mentor. May his name be a blessing, as the phrase goes, who was so wonderful to me. And I recall early in my graduate career, Stuart, and he was always Stuart, never Dr. Kaufman, which was great. Stuart said to me, you know, Ed, the key to success in graduate school is, and I thought, hey, great, finally I'm going to get something big here. And he said, the key to success in graduate school is to show up every day. And, okay, you know, I was kind of looking for some profundity, you know, I mean, it's something I can take, and it wasn't quite there. On the other hand, over time, that grew on me. It certainly helped me in graduate school, and I think it's helped me in my career after graduate school as well, something that I've really kind of hung on to. And I would only add that we who are lucky enough to be student mentors, graduate student mentors, and to work with college students as mentors, we who show up every day should also show up every day with at least a little bit of a sense of how fortunate we are to work with students in the pursuit of knowledge, in the creation of knowledge, and in the pursuit of truth in service to others. So with that, I'll grab my, my professor's pen, circle that last line and write in red, too many prepositions. But I do thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for just the right number of prepositions. All right. Graduate School Leadership Award is what we recognize next. This award recognizes academic programs and units. We need to do the Hammonds. We'll do them last. Oh. Okay. We'll do the Hammond awardees next, and you will find them as their own category, their own card inserted into your program, if you're following along to that. Named after Dr. Laverne Hammond, who was the inaugural dean of the grad school, the Hammond Society of Graduate Scholars recognizes individuals whose dedication to both scholarship and service has left an indelible mark on their discipline and on their community during their time at Eastern. The Hammond Society celebrates the pinnacle of graduate student excellence, embodying the highest ideals of engaged scholarship. It is with great pleasure I announce the 3 Hammond Society of Graduate Scholars inductees. The first, Tyler Davis, Master of Science in Counseling. Tyler is a remarkable graduate student, recognized for his exceptional academic achievements and for his fervent dedication to advocacy. He earned the esteemed Emerging Leader Award from SIAGE for his unwavering support of the LGBTQIA+ community. Despite his demanding schedule, Tyler actively volunteers with organizations such as the Trevor Project. He remains deeply committed to his academic pursuits, presenting his research at state and national conferences. Mentors commend his outstanding commitment and rank him among the top graduate students they've ever encountered in their careers. Join me in congratulating him. The second awardee, Emma Larson, Master of Science in Education in Curriculum and Instruction. Emma is described as an exceptional graduate student whose impact on both academic performance and service contributions to her department and peers was found to be remarkable. Emma served as president of the College of Education's Aspiring Educators Registered Student Organization since 2022. She's played a pivotal role in its growth and success. She has also served as the student representative to the Council on Teacher Education and as a member of the Graduate Student Advisory Committee. As a graduate assistant, Emma played a key role in improving student passage rates for the Illinois Teaching Licensure Content Test, showcasing her commitment to educational excellence. Emma's achievements have garnered enthusiastic support from her mentors, including Dr. Bob Klein and Dr. Alexis Jones, who believe she has a bright future ahead. Congratulations to you, Emma. The third awardee, Rebecca McGee. Rebecca is earning the Master of Science in Counseling. Her nomination spoke to her dedication, her hard work, and commitment to both academic excellence and community service. Throughout her academic journey, Rebecca has maintained a stellar academic record, earning a cumulative 4.0 GPA, placing herself among the top 5% of students in her program. Rebecca has also made significant contributions to her community through various volunteer initiatives, including her involvement in church activities aimed at addressing community needs, where her proactive approach to identifying and addressing societal gaps reflects her compassionate and forward-thinking nature. Congratulations, Rebecca. Now I have the privilege of announcing two more awards, and the first one is the Graduate School Leadership Award. The Graduate School Leadership Award recognizes entire programs, academic programs and units, for exemplary leadership in graduate education that serves as a model of academic excellence and enhances graduate education across our entire campus. The 2024 Leadership Award goes to Dr. Pat Fuel, who's the retired chair of Teaching, Learning, and Foundations, and Dr. Catherine Havercroft, chair of the Special Education Program. This is for their respective creation of new Master of Arts in Teaching, Secondary Education, Special Education, which allows students to graduate more rapidly, they acquire the coursework they need in order to obtain teaching licensure. Their work made graduate education more accessible, and it works to address the teacher shortage that's being experienced nationwide. Accepting the award for herself and on behalf of Dr. Fuel today is Dr. Katie Havercroft. Finally, the Graduate School Award of Excellence. Today we would like to recognize Dr. Cliff Carnes, who's the chair of the Educational Leadership Program. It's my honor to present Dr. Carnes with this 2024 Graduate School Award of Excellence in recognition of Dr. Carnes' ongoing commitment to keeping educational leadership programs up to date and aligned with the constantly evolving educational landscape, both locally and nationally. Dr. Carnes' efforts have resulted in students from the program serving at all educational levels across the state of Illinois and beyond. Many congratulations to you, Dr. Carnes. And finally, thanks to all of you. This is a fun ceremony because everyone recognized is a winner. And thanks to you for your time this evening. Hope to see you again next year as well. Thank you.